And one of those fights that got announced by Dana White for UFC 300 is Arman Tsarukyan, who joins us now, and he is going to get to fight Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira. Arman, how you doing, man? Thank you for jumping on the show.
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for inviting.
Hey,
What's up, Arman?
before we go forward, I want to talk a little bit about the last fight with Beneil Dariush, but not the last fight with Beneil Dariush, Arman. The buildup, because it seemed as though you guys were more worried about the issues with Bobby Green than the fight with Beneil Dariush, and then you have that type of performance. Was there ever a moment during the week where you thought, maybe I got to lock in on the guy that I'm fighting Saturday opposed to dealing with Bobby Green? Because it seemed like every day the news was about you two fighting in the hotel lobby.
It happened one day, and I left that day, and I didn't think about that moment because I was focused on my fight, and because I was in that position, and go forward or go home, So that fight was so important for me. That's why I was focused, and I won that fight. And after fight, I was happy, and especially Bobby Green lost like that, and I was super extra happy.
I was gonna say that. What did you feel about him getting him losing in the way that he lost? Like what did you think of that?
I was in leg room. I was warming up, and when I saw that, I was super happy. And when I walked to arena, I was super happy, and like
But not
it
not
almost
scared
I
because he
won.
got beat. Not a
It was
little worried,
almost I
Armin.
won. It was like almost I won that fight. And I came to a tournament and say thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it
What?
for your work.
Really?
Where did that hate between you guys come from? When did you guys start having beef like that?
He was talking shit about one podcast with Schmo, or I don't remember, but yeah. So he was talking shit about me, and that's why I wanted let him know like he can talk shit about us. So we are a little bit different, guys.
Armin, so you go into the fight with Beneil Dariush, and for as good as you've looked over the course of your career, that was the best. Did you anticipate that it would happen in that way? Because you got him out of there in the first round. I remember sitting there and I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, Arman Tsarukyan's always been good, but he's never been this good. You got him out there in
You
one
know,
round.
because I grew up every day, so I'm getting better, and like I'm just turned 27. So when I train, I feel like, oh, last 2 months I couldn't do this. Now I can do this, and like every like single like day, I feel like I'm getting better. And when I'm gonna be like 30 years old or 29 years old, nobody can stop me.
Were you surprised that you got this fight with Charles Oliveira? Was this the fight that you were kind
Uh,
of anticipating, or?
So when I talked to my manager, I told him the best case scenario is gonna be fight with Charles Oliveira and then fight for the title with Islam. And I wanted a UFC 300, and I got it. So I'm so happy.
Wow.
I'm so excited to fight in UFC 300, and especially with former champion Charles Oliveira. So it's super excited, and I want to say thank you, UFC, to that for that opportunity, for me.
Armin, I gotta ask you, when you were on your way up, right? Because you fought Islam the first time on very short notice, and you fought him in what, outside of his loss, has been his toughest fight, especially over 15 minutes. Did you ever get annoyed at how hard it was to break in to those types of fights? Like, is this journey on the time frame that you wanted, or do you believe that you've been ready for these types of fights, the Beneil Dariush's, the Charles Oliveira's, for much longer? Like, you've been ready for this level of competition. This is taking long because for a long time it's been Beneil, Chandler, Poirier, Gaethje, those guys at the top, and they weren't really willing to fight guys like you or Gamrot and all those other guys.
Yeah, so I was around in top 15, and they didn't give me someone from top 10 or top 5, and that's why so I couldn't jump very fast. So I beat like everybody from arm ranking top 15, like a couple top 15 fighters, a couple top 10 fighters, and then I got just Benil. You know, I deserve.
Hey, Chris, I think his internet might have went out, but I think he
Yeah,
might
I don't
be in
know.
Armenia. Hey, I don't know what the internet service like in Armenia. You know, so hopefully he calls back. I mean, it looked like it froze. Look, you see that?
Yeah,
You see that? Look, that's what the internet look when you at your house. That's what the
you know
internet
that.
looks like at
Yeah,
your house.
that's what you look like when you pretend that you're going to root for him against Makhachev.
Bro, what are you
Your
talking
face right
about? I
there.
don't root for anybody. I'm not rooting for anybody. I used to travel to those countries when I was wrestling. And I would go to internet cafes if you wanted to send emails and all that. You remember the old internet cafes? I mean, it's come a long way since the days of the internet cafe. Hey, Arman.
There he is.
Arman. Hey, man, go to the internet cafe. Go to the internet cafe so that you don't break. I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Arman, your mic.
I can't hear you. Your speaker's down.
Your mic is off.
Your mic's off.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Now we can hear
you.
Arman, why don't you just go to the internet cafe? That way you know the internet gonna work.
Yeah, that's
you know, because it's a little bit late, you know, it's 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. right now. That's why so I couldn't go. And yeah, in our country it's so bad internet because I'm in mountain right now. So I already in my camp, and I'm working. I'm preparing in mountain place. You know, when I go down after that, my condition is gonna be crazy. You know.
Hey, do you guys still have internet cafes over there?
Yeah, but
really?
we gotta go down. We gotta go down from mountain and like get the cafe, and then
you know what's messed up. And Weidman was being an asshole making fun of internet cafes. This guy's
no.
He's a spoiled American, Arman. He's a spoiled American making fun of internet cafe. You're a piece of shit.
Your Wi-Fi looks pretty good to me, man. That's some high quality. Doesn't Elon Musk? He has some like internet that is worldwide. So I feel like you got no matter where you are. What's that?
Are you in Armenia?
Soon is gonna be good.
Are you in Armenia now?
Yeah, I'm in Armenia right now.
Nice. Hey, so Dana White said that you guys are the #1 contender fight. Like, he said that publicly. That's the message that you get. You beat Charles, you fight Islam next?
Yeah, definitely. Because if Dana says like that, you know, it's 100%. When he says something, it's like truly, you know, and hopefully I beat Charles Oliveira first round knockout, and then like get Islam fight for the title, and can't wait to that moment. But first of all, I gotta think about this fight because it's so important fight for me. Coming up fight is a big fight for me, big opportunity, and then so I just believe myself and train hard and smart. So just young, hungry. I don't know how someone can beat me. It's impossible right now.
What do you think of Charles Oliveira as far as the matchup? I mean, he's dangerous on the feet. He's dangerous with his jiu-jitsu. Is there certain fights that you're watching of his that kind of give you a playbook on how you think this fight's going to go down? Like the Makhachev fight.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to compare Makhachev and Oliveira, is like completely different fighters. Islam is high-level fighter, but Charles, he has some more weaknesses. So his weakness, he doesn't know freestyle wrestling. Took him down, it's very easy. So yeah, and he believes he's jiu-jitsu, and we need that. So we need that. He gonna believe his jiu-jitsu and try to choke me or whatever. So just but he has good back mount. He has good straight punch, you know, and he's very dangerous on the feet. So on the clinch, and you know, you feel like he almost died, but you know, and second round he go there and knock out people. So that's why I gotta focus 15 minutes and like if I feel he's tired, I just gotta like be focused, all fight, because he's dangerous. Last second too, he has
What,
the power.
what's your thoughts on his jujitsu? Like, do you even give a crap about jujitsu, or you're like, wrestling's better than jujitsu, sambo's better than
No, no,
jujitsu?
no. If you know wrestling and like jujitsu, how to defend is like completely different game. If we're gonna do jujitsu like without ground and pound, of course he maybe can like get any submissions. But when you punch someone, he can think about like, oh, I gotta like get his arm or whatever. He gotta defend himself. That's why. So it's very difficult, and especially high level fighters right now. It's to choke someone is so difficult. Especially when I train with high level fighters, to choke them, it's you gotta like beat him like 15, 20 minutes, and then when he gets tired, you can finish. But like first 2 rounds, it's almost impossible to like choke like high level fighter. But like, yeah, it's from did, and I believe, and I can do that first round, and I want to show everybody like I'm the best here. So my goal is go there, knock him out in the first round, and like to show everybody I deserve that title fight.
I love that you always say freestyle wrestling. He always says freestyle wrestling. He never just says wrestling. Every time he talks about wrestling, he says freestyle wrestling.
I believe freestyle wrestling, number one sport in like freestyle wrestling, it's a number one sport. So Cormier, when I was young, like 10 years old or like 9 years old, I was wrestling. So I was wrestling, and like I saw your video when you wrestled in Dagestan. And when you fought, like when you punched the like Dagestan guy, like uppercuts, and I thought this guy gotta be MMA fighter, and like in 3 or 4 years he turned to MMA, and I said, oh, he's gonna be good fighter. So yeah,
that's funny. Arman,
yeah.
before we let you go, Islam said, I was gonna say, when you were listing all these fights, right, and how you wanted the match next, it was everyone but Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje would seem to be lost in all this. But then today, Islam said he wants to fight Justin in June, the winner of you and Charles in October, and then he wants to come back again at the beginning of next year. What do you make of that statement from the champion?
I think he should wait us, because we are gonna be contender number one, and hopefully they're not gonna book that fight for the summer, and they're gonna wait us, and like after, when I win, I'm gonna fight with Islam, and then we can talk about Gaethje.
You think that Islam
So
is
because
like...
I feel like we are next. Gaethje gotta wait us. Gaethje gotta wait October. Okay, we're gonna fight for the title in summer. Me or who wins? Me or Oliveira? So we are both believe.
You want to fight in April, then back again in like the summer? You want to be available back in like July after you fight in April at UFC 300?
Who knows? Maybe I'm not gonna get hurt and like fight in July.
Do you think that you and Islam are just far ahead of everyone else?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, dude, it's so matter of fact. Arman,
yeah,
last thing, Arman, you're in a gym where at American Top Team where there are guys at 155, Dustin Poirier being one of them. What do you do in those situations whenever it becomes possibly you guys having to fight for something, that could be a UFC championship?
Now American Top Team fighters in 155, they don't want to fight me because they see how I train.
But you would fight them?
Me, I do, but them, I don't know. I don't think so. They're gonna fight with me.
Oh man, I love it. I love
this
it.
Dude is intense.
That's awesome.
Chris. Arman
I love it. Those poor 155ers at American Top Team just looking the other way when Arman comes.
No, they're good fighters, but I believe like they don't want to fight with him because I supposed to fight Grant Dawson. I supposed to fight maybe like Poirier. Poirier said no, like And when I was in top 15, my corner accepted that fight, but he pulled out. So, but anyway, right now, like I feel like I'm in different level. So, and they feel like too. They feel that too.
Do you spar these guys? You guys spar each other in the gym? The
No,
top
don't
fighters
ask him that, Chris. You can't ask about gym sparring. You cannot ask that.
No. It's just a yes or no. I'm not asking who's winning.
We train together.
Yeah, that's enough,
Okay.
Arman. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop before Chris tries to cause gym issues, because that's what he does. He's a shit starter, is what he is. Arman, it's Charles Oliveira. Win Charles Oliveira title shot for you, man. Thank you so much for popping on with us. Good luck in your training camp, and I can't wait to see you fight at UFC 300, man. You are a very, very exciting guy in the division.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in T-Mobile Arena.
Yes, we will definitely be there.
Good luck, brother.
Good luck, bro.
Thank you. You too, guys. Bye.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.